Climbing is art, sport, lifestyle, and combat. Above all, it is the effort and achievement of the individual. No committee, country, or chat room gets you to the top of a route. It's all about you and your friends and your vision.
I first started coming here about 2.5 years ago. Full redneck style with the pickup trucks, barbecue. Be a bunch of us out here slacklining and crack climbing, drinking hams, beer, fully living the Moab white trash lifestyle. Another reason why it's called the crack house is after hanging upside down for over 80 feet, it feels like you're on the hardcore drugs. All the blood's rushing to your head and your eyes are all bloodshot, and you can barely comprehend anything around you. People fall off and just walk in circles, trying to orient themselves. Near vomiting, moans. You have to want this thing pretty bad. The 50 feet of serious traverse to 80 feet of the grueling crack from hell. I tried to send the crack house barehanded originally. Bloodied my hands and couldn't climb for a long time afterward. At first, sandstone seemed smooth, but after 80 feet, marble would seem rough, especially when you're thrusting for jams and falling out of the thing. Hanging upside down for 80 feet too is gives you an intoxicated feel. Your head fills up with blood, and the thing that breaks down first is your mental ability to really recognize where you are and make decisions. That's it. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
I can't believe you can send it on command now. That's sick, man.
I'm really stressing about this route. I don't know what to wear. Well, I have a lot of stripes. Stripes are good. I have a tank top. Oh, and I have these shorts. Wait, I'm having a fashion crisis, Dean! Don't you know what's important here? I guess you can't really allow yourself to be nervous before you solo something, so I didn't really think about nervousness. Instead, I kind of thought, there's no way I can fall off of this, period. For freezing! Cool. She doesn't care what happens as long as Mommy comes back and feeds her. Right? Isn't that right? I guess I always think a lot about that 30 feet off the ground mark when I'm soloing, because any lower than that, you figure you're probably gonna come out all right with a broken ankle or something. If you fall in any higher, you're probably pretty much done anyway, so that's that. But 30 feet, that's a little tricky because, you know, you could get real hurt. Typically the reason I feel real safe soloing something like this is because I feel like I can just get on my feet all the time. And a hand jam is like a belay.
This is a big walk, dude. Get after it.
This thing holds about 20,000 pounds. It got loaded wrong. Line needs to get tightened again. Record line, it needs more rigging. Looks good. 119.5.
I say round it up.
This line isn't going to be walked unless we're way more relaxed than we are now. Diller. When I first start the line, I'm having this conversation with myself. First couple steps, I'm staring at the line in front of me, and I'm going foot by foot with my eyes in front of the line. And that conversation needs to stop. And it's not until I save it that it does. And when I save, I have to do something really hard, like a wild throw of the arm or a swing of the hips. And when I do that, it puts me into a primal state where I'm not thinking anymore. I'm just reacting to the instinct I'm in. When I walk the line, it's barefoot, and I want to feel as connected to the line as I can, as if I'm walking on the ground in bare feet or in the sand. It's nice to feel your toes sink into the sand. And with a line, it's, especially a high line, it's like that to the max. You want to feel exactly where your foot is on the line, how it's tilting one way or the other, the vibration of the wind. Just you want to be totally tuned in to the line. You want to be the line.
When I climb, my hands are my eyes, so I scan the rock in a really systematic way, and when I find that hold, I hang from that arm and I scan for the next hold with my other hand. So I work my way up the rock face by hanging and scanning. The one thing is that I can't see beyond my hands, so I can't really do a lot of pre-strategizing.
Mark, what happened to you?
Oh, I fell off a 100-foot cliff in the Sierra and broke my lower back.
Wow. Yikes.
How did you lose your legs?
I was on Mount Washington in the winter. We were ice climbing and we got stranded in a blizzard. And I was out for 3.5 days and got frostbite in my lower legs and they had to be amputated.
Wow.
How about you, Eric? What happened?
I just had a rare eye disease called retinoschisis, and it over a matter of 4 years, I went totally blind. I was blind at 13.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. A blind man giving a pair a piggyback ride, it's a pretty scary thing. You're on the trail. A little more to your left. Just a little bit, though. Okay.
The right-hand wall looks quite loose. It looks like packed mud, and the left side looks a little better.
So I should stick to the left side when I follow you up?
No, I think you'll be forced to use both walls. It looks like stemming and bridging.
Lightning appears to flash in the east, splitting the darkness and blinding relief. Standing is naked in every detail. I am knocked to my knees as the wind rips the veil. Now open to interest is holding its place. Looking for shadows, I feel my disgrace. Bitter the heartbreak, sweet the reward. Wounding to dying, but more than restored. Fighting you here, touching me now. Finding myself, surprised by joy. Fighting you here, touching you now. Finding myself, surprised by joy.
Nice move.
Put to the flame. Finally, the mercy is all that remains. Leaving the room to move freely again.
Right, guys. How's it going, man?
Great job.
All right.
Good to see ya.
It's so beautiful up here. Yeah. Give me a high five, dude.
So how far do I have you?
You have about 2 feet to the summit.
2 feet. Well, I'm gonna touch the summit.
Be careful, it looks kind of loose up there. You're at the top.
I've often watched ravens flying with their shadow as they soar by a rock wall. And when I'm soloing, I feel the same connection with my body in the rock. I was inspired to climb the Scavenger because it has just the best rock imaginable to me. It's just what I like. And the handholds are all pretty good, but your feet feel like they're going to slip all the time. You have to have a lot of trust in the friction. So you're making these moves just saying, you know, foot, stick, stick, stick.
Tomorrow will be free. And I'll be waiting by the road that leads to El Sol.
When I'm soloing, there's serious consequence, and it forces me to climb well. When your life's on the line, you have to do everything perfectly, and soloing does that for me. Sometimes it's hard to get in the zone, but with soloing, it's right there immediately. You have to perform.
Come on.
Yes,
come on.
Yes.
Come on, Dean.
Come on, Matt. Yes, yes.
Take.
Take.
Good luck.
Oh, no! Damn it!
Get it.
Come on.
The Sinister is just the most beautiful arete, and it has powerful moves off the ground until you're just laddering up these beautiful sculpted holds. And just the positioning and the river running below me and noise of the water just makes soloing the Sinister one of the most special things ever. I do it all the time. It just puts me into the zone. I am one with this place when I'm on the Sinister.
Do you know anything about electricity?
Who knows anything about electricity?
Going to be landing in Clyde, and we'll get the outfitters to load up the Kamatik, and we'll begin our snowmobile ride in for about 100 miles on the frozen ocean. And we'll go out, and we'll keep going up until we turn into the Samford Fjord, and we'll come in, and then we'll finally get to where it meets the Walker Arm, and there's base camp right there. Polar Sun Spire, the big one.
Seems like 3 is going to be our cleanest spot. We lose a little bit of altitude from the top, but that line that you drew right down here
It's definitely
seems to be the cleanest line on the wall.
Best fall line on the entire wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to the top of that puppy up there in the clouds, and spent 9 hours on the summit waiting for a weather window. There were clouds everywhere and we couldn't see where we were going, so there was no use risking our lives looking over the edge.
We go up that. Looks like probably a 45-degree slope.
Yeah,
the
stay
whole
in the
way up.
rockiest area possible.
Yeah.
Where do you think we'll pop out in the ridge?
It looks like this line right into the saddle might be the best call. I guess we'll just get up there and assess it when we get there. Look for the cleanest line going in.
Oh man, what a cool spot.
Are you ready, partner?
I'm so ready.
May we be truly thankful for what we're about to receive.
3, 2, 1,
Hello, healing. Pull me back again. Drifting like a lost child in a distant land. Who relies on you with his every need. Pull me back, world. Pull me back on time. Pull me back and see a lot of me, yeah.
We did it! Oh, man! I'm so happy!
Oh, yeah, look at that thing.
Oh, right on.
I'm Scott Burke, and I want you to take a little walk on the wild side with us. Woo! Yes! Oh, this is so killer up here. That's what we live for. Smooth granite, big air.
How much time have you spent on El Cap so far?
Boy, I'm not even sure. 261 days for the nose, and now we've been out here. It's the end of July. Since April 1st, we've been out here more than 50% of the time. Most of the time on the wall. I know I'm not the best climber, but we try really hard, and we eventually succeed in our goals just through that willpower alone. Main thing is staying alive. do that, you got plenty more climbs ahead of you.
Sammy, where's the anchor? Sam, I'm gonna stop doing! Sam!
Rick is the king, man. He loves this boulder. He spends so much time here. He's here like every day. 100 laps.
Yeah. He is the king.
Yeah! Check it out, look. The tree that caught Yabo. Go from the top, cut his arm.
No, I heard it caught his t-shirt.
He went slowly down to the ground.
I heard it caught his t-shirt.
No, I heard his arm. His arm was wrapped around it. He sprung right down to the
So
ground.
if you fall down, you should jump for the tree.
You're gonna hit the tree. Look at it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because it's gonna stop you from hitting the rocks.
Yeah, it's like a spring.
I first met Dean, went over the short circuit crack. Suddenly Dean was going to solo it. Tell him about Yabo falling off of it and the branch catching him and near death, you know, and I didn't know any locals that soloed it. And suddenly he solos it. He walks right up. I was like, whoa, who's this guy, man? Then he hangs out at the base for a while, screwing around the crack, gets a little pump, and solos it again. It's like, who is this guy? That was it.
I'd like to see that.
This problem is called Get It Up. So, I guess you gotta get it up. Almost blew that one.
When I'm approaching El Cap and running towards it, I have all these different emotions flowing through my mind, you know, my heart's racing, and I've got to get rid of all that stuff and just be in the moment. Otherwise, you know, there's 3,000 feet of rock above you and you become overwhelmed. But if you move step by step and just think about the handholds you're on or the piece of gear you're on or the rope you're on or that moment, it's all right there in front of you. You don't have to worry about a thing. Lock to lock, step by step. Don't touch me. Start the stove legs about 600 feet off the ground and they go for another 700 feet at least. They're way physical, and when I swing into them, I start off slowly, lock to lock to lock, and then I increase the beat until I'm just thumping through. The early climbers in Yosemite overcame barriers with their minds. John Muir, Warren Harding, Royal Robbins. I'm no better than a lot of climbers, but I used my mind and thought of a different way to climb these walls, and still safely. Most of the time when I'm mating, I'm into a couple pieces at a time, but through the bolt ladder, I know that each bolt is solid, so I'm only on one at a time, and I know that they're good. Each one of them is an anchor to me, at least in my mind. Roof Lake is probably one of the best crack climbs in the world. You're about 1,500 feet in the air, full exposure, beautiful polished granite, thin hands, quite steep, and it's just this big moon boot plastered to the wall. In this game, speed is safety, and I have got to go light. And so for my rope, I carry a 100-foot piece of thin line, basically shoestring. And the scariest part of the route for me is the king swing, which I have to do a 150-foot pendulum, and I'm running back and forth, and the rope is scraping over coarse granite, and I'm just diving for the hold, hoping to get to unweight it. Some people think that what I'm doing is complete lunacy, but I'm just out there having a good time, enjoying the day. And when I'm soloing, I feel locked onto the rock. I have all this gear with me. If I get sketched out, I can plug in a piece at any time. And if I get to a super hard section, I make an anchor, and I move an anchor continuously through the hard section until I'm at ease again and back to just having fun. The nose is the best route in the world, but the worst part in climbing the nose is that people leave their trash behind, and that's unacceptable. Throughout the whole route, I'm locked into the moment, but when I get to the last crack pitch on the route, I really start to feel the summit and feel where I am, 3,000 feet above the ground, the wind's blowing, and you're just out there, way out there. the head wall, you clip into the first bolt, and you know you have the summit, but you still have another 100 feet of climbing to go, and you're on the summit in your mind, but you've got to keep it together and just move through. It's like 5 minutes to go. When I finally reach the top, part of me is really excited, but most of me is just really tired. And I've been in the moment so long and moving step by step, move by move, that it's no different when I'm standing at the top. This step is my feet on the ground, on the summit of El Cap, looking off at the view and feeling happy to be alive.
When this is all over, I am really looking forward to spending some time with my daughter and family and basically parking on the couch for a while, because I've been going at Mach speed for quite a while now, and I think it's just a matter of time before things maybe start catching up to you. And I've got this really hardcore group of guardian angels that need a free paid vacation.
So basically, we're just going to go over this plan before we finish up racking, because then we're going to kind of really decide what we need and what we don't need. There's going to be some crazy stuff up here. I'll show you on paper here how we're going to rig the anchor and stuff. So my biggest fear is actually swinging into this hillside.
It is.
Okay, I'm lagging.
Beside me, tell me what they've done and speak the words I wanna hear to make my demons run. The door is locked now, but it's open if you're true. If you can understand me, then I can understand
I'm gonna send Russ out here on the Tyrolean with the anchors so that I can let that jump rope droop down there, and I can walk along the cliff and see exactly my angle of trajectory from the jump. Tolerance is the whole concern here. I've got the hillside, Fifi buttress, and trees actually are my biggest concern, because that'll be the first thing I hit, if anything. And now I'm ready to trust my life to it. New sight, first jumper. Yikes! We're actually doing this for fun? See, I'm jumping with the left foot. Okay, give me from 15 there, Russ. You don't have to do from 50. Go from 5 right now. 5, 4, 1. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Holy sphincter! Yeah! Oh man! What a rush that is. Can't believe it. It's gnarly enough to climb something like this, but to fall down the entire face. What's wrong with people these days? Just get normal jobs, be satisfied with normal successes and accomplishments in life. No, we've got to hurl ourselves off of 1,200-foot cliffs to prove that we can do it.
My biggest fear in this leaning tower jump is hitting these 150-foot high pine trees. The reason being is that I'm pushing this jump so far to the deck that these trees are obstacles. What I need to do is target my flight in between the trees so that I don't hit them, because I'm going to be coming in hot below the tree line.
3, 2. Lay beside me. Tell me what I've done. The door is closed, so are your eyes. But now I see the sun. Now I see the sun. Yes, now I see it.
What makes this Slayer so awesome is that it maintains about a 135 to 140 degree angle.
What do you think? Is this insane?
Come lay beside me. This won't hurt, I swear. She loves me not, she loves me still. But she'll never love again. She lay beside me. But she'll be there when I'm gone.
What's so challenging about soloing at Cave Rock is that it's so steep and overhanging for so long that backing off or even thinking about retreating is just out of the question.
Yes, she'll be there when I'm gone. Yes, she'll be there when I'm gone. Then she'll be there. What I felt, what I've known. Turn the pages, turn the stone. Behind the door, should I open it for you? Yeah, what I felt, what I've known. Sick and tired. beside me. Tell me what I've done. The door is closed, so are your eyes. But now I see the sun. Now I see the sun. Yes, now I see it. Behind the door.